Watch as this seemingly ordinary storage unit slowly evolves into a really crazy, interesting unit with a really cool story, and one that, you know, turns from $510 purchase to big profit, well over $15,000 worth of stuff in this unit. All right, we're here to load another unit, another U-Haul unit. So of course it was crazy. Took me about 45 minutes in the office to pay for it because it was a madhouse. There were several irate customers. They didn't have trucks for them. It was just typical. For some reason, U-Haul is always crazy. It's never smooth. And for whatever reason, every time I go to the office to pay for an auction unit, they never know how to do it. Even though they've been doing their auctions online now for, I don't know, a couple years now, but they always act like it's the very first time, and they run auctions all the time. So that took a while. And of course, like always, when I buy them online and you don't know where they're located, this one's gonna be up the elevator. For some reason, we always get the elevator units, but the only good thing about this one is when you go up the elevator, when the door opens, it's literally right there. So there's not a whole lot of walking. And we just went up there, he unlocked it, so we did open the door. This thing's packed full, a lot of big furniture. So hopefully we can get this thing loaded pretty quickly. But basically he said what happens is these people moved in. He said they don't have 24-hour access, but they moved in, and he came out here at midnight because they live on the property, the manager does, just to do a walkthrough. And these people were still moving in. They were like jumping over the fence over there to get in and out. And they loaded this stuff up in this unit, and they've never saw them again. Never heard from them again. They tried calling them. Nobody ever answered. So they've just never seen these people again since they put this stuff in here. But this is it here. It's jammed full. But it looks like it's a lot of big furniture. So hopefully as we start loading, we can really kind of move quickly with this one. But we got a china cabinet. I guess this is probably a dresser. It's either a dresser or the bottom of the china cabinet. I think it's a dresser though. And who knows what else. We get another like Tiffany light or lamp in here. Like the other one, like the one we just got. And I think a big king size bed frame. I'm kind of I don't know how it's showing up on the camera, but behind there we got more furniture. There's a big chair. There's a carpet cleaner and some different stuff. We've got some artwork in bubble wrap, either artwork or just picture. Okay, it's a mirror. Bubble wrap mirror and bubble wrap. That's an actual picture of the people. Bulletin board. There's a little bag with some shoes. What's going on there? Tahiti bag. That's just some paperwork. What is this? This is... Ugh. It's heavy. Good Lord, I don't know what this thing is. Kitchen pantry. This thing right here. This is another, I think it's another set of ashes. It is. Yep. This is a person's ashes though. Okay. 1942 to 2019. So it's at 58, 68, 77 years old. Okay. I wish I wouldn't have pulled that all the way out. But like I said, these people, since they put it in, they've never heard from them again. They couldn't get in contact with them. So I don't know how much good it's going to do, or if they're even going to take these ashes up in the office. All right, I'm going to have to... Oh, look at this thing right here. This is cool. Crazy wall art here. It's at University of Tennessee, but it's just an SEC. All right, we've got this SEC clock with all the emblems of the teams. Oh, this was before Missouri and Texas A&M. But it does say University of Tennessee on the bottom, but it's just an SEC with all the Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, Vanderbilt. We got this out of the way so you can kind of see back here a little bit more. China cabinet. Lots of furniture packed in here. Chairs. I can't even really tell what else back here. A lot of chairs. I don't know if it's a whole dining set or what. Kind of living room type chair. Folding table. Those always sell easy if I don't end up keeping them. Funky mirror. They got lots of mirrors so far. Nice decorative lanterns. Is this like a door? It's flat. Look at that. Huh. I thought it was a big cabinet, like a big cabinet, but it's flat. It's just a door, or it'd have to be a really tall headboard. Maybe it's one of those antique twins with the really tall headboard.
It's a lampshade with cats on it.
Oh, I didn't even know. I saw that it was Tiffany, but I didn't even notice that it was cats. But it does have a break right there in it.
Oh man.
But that's still cool. Yeah. Okay, there is all behind this, that's boxes down that wall there. So there is some boxes and stuff, besides the few that are just kind of scattered in here. Oh, it's Lalique. We got a Lalique box. Lalique is normally pretty nice glass or crystal, and it's in there. Some of the stuff can be pretty expensive.
Yeah, it says Lalique right there on it.
So that's a good sign, because that's pricey stuff, that they're gonna have some good stuff. Oh man, there's some chairs back here, and they've got otters on them. Oh, there's like a rabbit, otter, a dog. You gotta pull these things out and see. Those are gonna be funky. Right here we got some cool baseball bat, like wall hanging, like coat racks. There's two of them here. And then these stools are pretty cool. These are these metal swivel stools, kind of modern looking. But then we've got the antique furniture sticking up here. All right, we got that big antique, the real tall headboard. We moved it out of here. And behind that, this whole wall is just a big layer of boxes. And this looks really nice. I don't know if these are all individual drawers or not. If it's individual drawers, that's pretty neat. And we still got all this to go right here. And this, hold on, I just noticed this on the back. Lynn Lupetti. This looks like Santa Claus here. I don't know nothing about that, if that's worth anything or not. Is awesome right here. This was just sitting out, this Coca-Cola clock, the glass Coke emblem there, and it's got the old like general store there. All right, look at this little kind of foyer table right here. Limited edition from American of Martinsville. It's got the number on it. This little thing right here will swing out, and let's see, that flips over and makes a round table. Huh. So this person, I don't really show it up close and show the name, but they've actually got a engineering degree from Georgia Tech. So I don't know anybody familiar with Georgia Tech. It's one of the most prestigious engineering schools out there. People come from all over the world. A lot of people, come from Asia and everything. And this person had one. Let's see. Oh, this is okay. Oh, okay. 1968. So the degree here for the engineer at Georgia Tech, and then I recognize the name here, this is the person that the ashes are in the unit. the person that passed away, this is their degree. All right. Look at this picture I just pulled out of there. I don't know if this is like a, you know, an actual picture of one of the people from the unit, you know, like or their family members, or if it's just a general picture. I think though it's an actual picture of someone that was drawn. There's a towels. Oh God! Ow, Lord! Ah, hit me right in the shin. Man, I heard it coming and then it all just came down. Golly, this thing right here is heavy. The heck hit me? Ow. This thing hit me right in the shin. Big old speaker. Whatever this is. Ow, it's all metal. Oh yeah, I'm bleeding right in my shin. Just a little bit, but it hurts. Golly. Yeah, getting hit in the shin hurts. Okay, so apparently he must have played for Georgia Tech. Because this is like a letter. Basically, this is like a recruitment letter from Bobby Dodd, which is a pretty famous coach. Oh, University of Tennessee. That's a recruitment letter. These are all like recruitment letters in here. This is interesting. University of Tennessee, University of Tennessee. He had a Tennessee clock in there. I wonder if he ended up going to Tennessee at some point. There's the University of Mississippi. Interesting stuff we're finding. Some of these boxes. Oh, look at this. An old pennant. College All-Star Soldier Field. I'm pretty sure he was in that because he had a bunch of clippings and a lot of different stuff from that. Chicago. The book here, but we got an old New Orleans Saints. Look at this Georgia Tech. That's cool. That thing's old. You can tell. It's another one of these all-star ones. This is Messick. I think that was the high school. And for some, we got a Miami Dolphins. I wonder if he ended up with the Miami Dolphins at some point. That is cool. Got a bunch of disposable cameras. And we got some books, Georgia Tech books. Oh, there we go. Georgia versus Georgia Tech. All right. I just did a little bit of research. I pulled up the information on this guy, and he did play, like I already figured out, he played at Georgia Tech. Actually, he was inducted into the Georgia Tech Hall of Fame, so he apparently was pretty good. He was a linebacker, and then he ended up playing for the Indianapolis Colts, the New Orleans Saints, and the Miami Dolphins in the NFL. So he played for 3 different teams in the NFL. So pretty accomplished guy. Went to Georgia Tech, got a degree there in engineering, went to Tennessee, got his doctorate there. Then he played in the NFL for 3 different teams. But why, you know, his stuff, well, I mean, he passed away, but why his family, you know, put all this stuff in here and just kind of deserted it. Like I said, they put the stuff in there and never came back. They never saw him again and never answered the phone. They couldn't contact him. Nobody ever heard from him again. They said it was really weird. And the night that they were putting it in, they stayed really, really late, like into the middle of the night when they weren't even supposed to be there. It's not a 24-hour facility. And when the guy went out there to do his like midnight check, just kind of walk around the property, they were climbing over the fence, like to get stuff in and out of the gate, you know, loading the unit up. So kind of crazy. I'm assuming that it was a son or a grandson of this guy, but why it all ended up in there and why, you know, they just disappeared after they put it in here, no idea. But it's kind of sad because this guy kind of accomplished a lot, and he's got a ton of stuff here that kind of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? You know, all the scrapbooks and everything, you know, a lot of stuff to, you know, keepsakes and everything to remember it by. And it's all just kind of got abandoned. Tons of pictures, tons of newspaper clippings and paperwork, and a lot of really cool stuff that most of the time, you know, if it was your dad's or whatever, you would want to keep and hang on to. But all of it was abandoned, and it was a truly abandoned unit where they just disappeared. But we'll keep digging, see what other cool stuff we might find. Never know in this one. It's very interesting.
Look, we got an Elvis album. Oh, dang, look at a ton of Elvis stamps. Whole bunch of Elvis stamps. Look at all them. Those are just Christmas stamps. A bunch of Christmas stamps there. John McCain and Sarah Palin picture. Tim McCarver. And that's, yeah, Tim McCarver autograph. Magic Johnson autograph picture. Lou Holtz autograph picture. We got the astronauts here with the autographs. That's from the 6th Manned Apollo crew. Charles Conrad Jr., Richard Gordon Jr., and Alan L. Bean all autographed that. This guy looks familiar, but I don't know who that is. Not sure who that is. Probably somebody really famous, but I don't know. Larry Kennan. Big John Tate, boxer. Got a Michael Jordan picture, but no autograph. Oh, Coach Johnny Majors, University of Tennessee. I just found this. These are all sterling silver forks. And then I found the knives. They're sterling silver, but then stainless on the blade, but the handle's sterling silver. This is sterling silver. I don't see the spoons yet. All right, this is that thing that was all wrapped up in plastic. I'm assuming this is something like, you know, from New Orleans. It looks like some kind of Mardi Gras type deal. It's pretty cool. Somebody put a lot of time and effort into it. All right, another goodie box, it looks like. This unit just keeps putting out good stuff, interesting stuff. Oh man, look at this. Swarovski Crystal Dragon. It's a Madame Alexander doll. That is a Christmas one. A little stocking person. We got that one is Cinderella. Mop Top Wendy. And I don't know what that one is. That's Raggedy Raggedy Ann. $54.95 is what somebody paid for that thing. I don't know what that must be. Car Sola, or even if that means anything about anything that's in here. Whoa, it's an old glove. Look at this thing. That is cool. Really old glove. Streamliner curve form fingers. Wilson. And that's an old one too. Bob Felon? I don't know. Here is, I wonder if this is a real Dolphins helmet. That's his number right there. I think this seems kind of cheap looking, but I mean, I guess with it being back in the 70s, I don't know. the way the decals are all like about to come off, but that one's like, I don't know. Lots of paperwork in this one, but we do have an old 1968 Lions versus Saints magazine. I guess this is a program. Should be pretty much like the program that you would get at the game. Oh, there's a bunch of them down here. The whole bottom down there is full. I think the cover's missing off of that one. Saints versus Browns, 1968. Saints versus Cowboys. Saints versus Vikings. These are cool looking. Saints versus Eagles. And I think the cover's gone off that one, but there's a bunch of those down at the bottom. Twilight at Mr. Kelly's. An evening of exciting music and food. Mr. Kelly's doorman will park your car. The Orrington Hotel, Evanston, Illinois. You could get breakfast for $1, late supper or breakfast, $1.95. You could get a jumbo hamburger, Western sandwich, bacon, eggs, any of that. So you get double jumbo shrimp cocktail for $1.95. That's a cool little, these things are always fun to look through and look at these old ads and stuff that are down in here. And boxes like this that have all the old paperwork. Here we go. Cardinal Bicentennial 1964. Colts versus Cardinals. Busch Stadium. That's cool. Look at this. Holiday Inn. That's cool. The Nation's Innkeeper. Alright, we got these two vintage suitcases, which the suitcases are cool themselves. It's a Town USA. See what's in this thing. Got a couple Alabama decals. I think it's going to be pictures yet. Picture, yeah, it's all like personal pictures. And here's this. Count of Monte Cristo. Pages are really thin. Let's see. Trying to find the copyright to see how old. Not sure the year, but it looks pretty old. But it does not say, but it's a cool looking little book. It's all leather bound. But everything else in here is just yep, just picture frames. These people had more pictures, my gosh. But the suitcase is really cool. And then here's another one. This one says Kodak Prints and Slides. And picture of a dog. Okay, we got a 1962 Georgia Tech Phi Delta Theta picture, and then down here we got all kinds of Kodak slides. Kodak slides, pictures. Oh. Here we go. An old Remington box here. Look at that case knife. This is nice. little pins here. Military type pins. Rifle carbine. And pins and buttons here. Onward. So that's a cool little case here. Let's see what else we got. We got some, maybe some pearls. I believe it probably is, just by looking at the clasp here, and then the look of the pearls. I don't think those are, but this golden trunk here, they've got it all wrapped up, shrink wrap, and it's pretty heavy, so there's something in it. We're gonna check it out and see what we find in here. It is, looks like a lot of paperwork. He's got Miami Dolphins alumni directory. Huh, I wonder if so we got all the we got Miami Dolphins players and people, and we got all their information there. It's got their phone numbers and addresses and everything. That's interesting. Newspaper clippings. Let's see. All kinds of paperwork. Alumni, Miami Dolphins. Wakefield Apartments with Country Club. Vacation at home every day in Wakefield, Baltimore's exclusive resort community. I guess this must be when he played for the Colts. At one point he played for the Baltimore Colts. A lot of interesting paperwork in here. We got an SEC decal, NFL alumni, SEC championship ticket stub. That's cool. Some of this stuff can be sold, these ticket stubs. Look at this. NFL alumni. Wow, look at this. 1951 World Series. Well, this is awesome right here. Game 4. New York Giants versus the New York Yankees. This is awesome. Look at this cigarette ad with the cat and the yarn. Canada Dry. That is awesome. Wait a minute, we got another one. Yankee Stadium 1951 official program and scorecard. 10 cents. Look at this thing. This is awesome. Got a George Bush picture. Here's another program. That's from Game 3. Here's another one of these from Yankee Stadium. It's a Saints license plate. We got these old Alpha Gamma Delta. This is pretty cool. 60s, 1959, 1960. So all kinds of culture. When you start digging through, you never know what you're going to find. But these programs are awesome. We got Game 3 and Game 4 there. World Series programs. Cost 50 cents. That's pretty expensive for 1951. I mean, yes, it's a World Series program, but still seems like a lot of money. And then this little piece of furniture here. Looks like some cool stuff down in here. Let's see what we got. There's a teacup, made in occupied Japan. Looks like the matching saucer, sorry. Yep, matching saucer. Occupied Japan, that's pretty cool. Let's see, we've got now this is cool. It's a little fox. And this maker is spelled H-E-R-E-N-D, Herend Guild. Not really too familiar with it, but it looks like it's something, judging by the markings and everything, it would probably be expensive. Let's see. We've got this is cool, little vintage 1975 Dallas Cowboys bobblehead. And this one is cracked and damaged, but this one's really cool. Bobblehead, made in Japan. But that's a really cool one. He's got a lot of damage to his head, cracks and stuff, but he's still mostly intact. Somebody would like to have that. And then we've got a New Orleans Saints vintage bobblehead here. Made in Japan, not really sure. Probably 60s or 70s. This little thing, what do we got here? Got some little helmets. Ticket stub. Oh, Atlanta Braves, 1983. Some kind of theater ticket. That is, I'm not sure. Rocky Hill Invitational Bowl. Here's a Tennessee versus Alabama ticket stub, 1986. Another Tennessee stub. Lots of interesting ticket stubs. There's Van Halen. Van Halen, Knoxville, Tennessee, 1980. Paid $8. General admission. So you just get there early. You could have been sitting right down in the front for $8 to see Van Halen. There's another one. What is this? This is World's Fair. And the World's Fair was in Knoxville. It's a movie theater ticket. ZZ Top. 1981 ZZ Top, Knoxville, Tennessee. That's pretty cool. And Kiss. Knoxville Civic Coliseum, 1984, $9.25. General admission to go see Kiss. All kinds of goodies here. That's the field pass. It's a field pass for the Liberty Bowl in 1982. I guess it was when he was working that, I'm not sure. That's Liberty Bowl 1982 ticket stub. It's a Tennessee basketball ticket stub. Alabama versus Tennessee. So lots of Tennessee stuff, obviously. These ticket stubs are ripped in half. You can't really see what they're for. That was for Kiss. Vanderbilt, Tennessee. We get a couple old football cards here. Dick, Christie. Not sure what year this is. Looks like the 60s. And here's another one here. And Willie Mays. The year is, it's like 1962 or 63. Tops. Just dropped it. Willie Mays card. Roll Tide. Gail Sayers football card. These old ones don't have years on them. here's a Sandy Koufax card. That is, without taking any of that, I'm not sure. I'll take that out in a minute. Here's the quarterback for the Vikings. That's like a 1970 card. And an Ernie Banks card. Looks like that is, oh, this is 1960. So that's going to be 1960 also on the Sandy Koufax. Not sure if any of those are worth anything, but that's pretty cool. You don't see a whole lot of cards that are this old. Most of them didn't survive that time. But we got the bobbleheads, cards. Oh, I forgot there's still more stuff in here. A couple of DVDs, a book, Dufonte. Looks like a watch box. I don't know if there's anything in it because it's pretty light. Yeah, there is a watch. It's a fossil watch stuck in there. Alright, and we still got this. Looks like, you know, like baby silverware maybe. This might all be silver though. Baby pacifier holder. Looks like it's silver. Let's see all this. No, it just says 09. I don't think it's. Oh, that says sterling. And stainless, sterling, stainless, sterling. That I think that's silver. I'll have to check that out. Stainless, and I don't think that's anything. It's a couple silver pieces there. That's pretty much it for this. This is a little treasure box right here with these cards. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if any of these are worth anything, but you don't find a whole lot of cards of that age. A lot of them did not make it. Still a lot of stuff to dig through in this one. No telling what we're gonna find. I mean, just looking through this trunk right here had so much cool paperwork, ticket stubs. I mean, look at this right here. It's like a whole, this is for the Baltimore Colts. It's the whole entire team's photos, like there are photos that they had made. And it's like in an official Baltimore Colts envelope. Here's an actual Christmas card from the Saints, from when he played for the Saints. It's got like a team photo in it. You know, something that like a company was in, but his company was the Saints. Cedar Chest right here. It was all wrapped up in shrink wrap around it to keep the lid closed, so I hadn't really looked in there. Well, I just opened it up, and first thing I found is these dolls right here. These little souls. There are 1, 2, 3 in here, and there's actually another one that I'd already found. I just didn't really know what it was. But those things are worth like 30 to 50 bucks on eBay. That's what they're selling for. So 30 to $50 each. There's 3 of them, and there's one more. There's your typical stuff you find in those old chests, these old pillows. They're old vintage ones, kind of cool. But then I got to the bottom of it down here, and I started to find some really interesting stuff. This right here has got to be, I mean, this jersey, you can just tell it's old. It's got that 60s feel, the way that it's made and everything. I'm 99.9% sure, and this is his number, that this was his jersey from the Colts back in the 60s. So this is pretty cool. It's got a little tear right there in it, but the way it's made is just awesome. It's actually made by McGregor, made in the USA. So that jersey there, then this big wool blanket, this is from All-Stars 1964. I've got all kinds of stuff from that game. He played in this college All-Star game where they actually played the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field in Chicago back in 1964. But I've got that. I've got like the ticket stub, I've got pennants from it, and I've also got what else was there? Oh, like a Letterman sweater from that game. Then this blanket right here, it's another one of these wool blankets that, you know, like people would have in the stands to cover up with. And this one's pretty cool. And just so you know, I live in Georgia. I'm a big Georgia fan, and Georgia Tech is a big rivalry, so I do not like Georgia Tech at all. But finding this stuff is still cool. Look at this old Georgia Tech football blanket. Georgia Tech, it's got the old emblem. That's not what their emblem looks like at all anymore. Football in 1962, 1963. And he actually, I think when he was drafted by the Colts, was I think either 1963, like the tail end, or 1964. Now right here, let's see if this is going to be a Saints jersey. I believe it is, because he ended up playing for the Saints. Yep, same number, 35. Here it is. It's got the actual NFL patch on it. This is awesome. But he played for the Saints when they were in expansion team. That's a Wilson. Let's see how they're those. They wore that longer, that 3/4 sleeve. Looks like it's probably game worn. It's got a little wear to it. Let's see what else we got down in here. Don't know. This is some kind of this might have been a jersey from Georgia Tech. I don't know if it was the actual jersey or maybe a practice jersey. But it's got Reader and McConkey, Atlanta, Georgia, size 48. So I believe, because those are Tech's colors, that most likely I'm thinking maybe was a practice jersey, but it could have been a game jersey. Right here, here's something else. Now this one feels like it's inside out. That's more like Saints colors. It's another jersey. It's got the sewn on letters, but it looks like it could possibly be another Saints jersey. And it's 35. That's the number he used on the other jersey. We've got another one of these Georgia Tech football blankets. So we're still finding stuff here and there. I mean, it's just really, it's non-stop. Everything I go through, I'm finding more and more stuff. Look right here, Waterford. Both of these are Waterford bowls here. All right, if you weren't following along, this unit was put in here by a family member, you know, somebody's belongings by a family member, and was abandoned. Literally all of their life's work, all of their pictures, even their ashes, even the person themselves was put in this unit and just abandoned, literally abandoned. This person played at Georgia Tech in you know, college football at Georgia Tech, in the Georgia Tech Sports Hall of Fame, went on to play in the NFL for the Colts when they were in Baltimore, the Saints when they were an expansion team in the 60s, and then the Miami Dolphins. They had a degree in engineering from Georgia Tech. That was in there. They had a degree from Tennessee in veterinary medicine. That was in there. They ended up, after that, they were actually a referee for the SEC, you know, football for the late 80s all the way through the 90s. And then at some point here, a couple years ago, they passed away. All of their stuff ended up in, you know, somebody in the family's possession, you know, a grandchild. I'm thinking it's either the son or the grandson. They put it in the storage unit, must have been going through some crazy stuff, because they never came back, disappeared, never heard from them again. Nobody could get in contact with them again. But that's it. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Leave us a comment if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. But that's it for this one. Y'all have a good one.